This is Beyond the Headline segment. My name is Roslyn Felly. Of course, we are going to talk about the Tollbooth tales. It is something that's trending. I must talk about it. These people were promised a better life after the government decided to remove the toll booths from the roads. But then it's a different story altogether. What's happening with what's going on? Let me put it like that. What's happening with what's going on? Because we don't know. I want you to watch this video. When we come back, we'll talk to the people who are in this soup. Stay with us.
This is the Pubiman Tollbooth in Ghana's capital, Accra. It used to be a major revenue cashing point for the government and served as lender's office. Millions of Ghana cedis were generated here annually until the cessation of road and bridge toll collection in November 2021. Linda woke up one day and her life had changed. The Finance Minister Ken Oforiatta read the 2022 budget and put her out of her job with an assurance that all Tollbooth workers will continue to receive monthly salaries while they await reassignment.
To address these challenges, government has abolished all tolls on public roads and bridges. This takes effect immediately. The budget is approved on appropriation. The toll collection personnel will be reassigned. The expected impact on productivity and reduced environmental pollution will more than offset the revenue foregone by removing the tolls.
So far, that promise has not been fulfilled. The decision to halt the operation of the toll booth has placed a heavy burden on Linda.
Next month no ebeso eto dan so metimi ko free niema won krofo ho enti se kama ne so ne yetua ye car na ye de amaye na ye ye be fie die emu nya kra.
She says the current economic downturn is slowly squeezing the life out of her. She cannot pay for accommodation any longer and is currently facing eviction. To fend for her 7 children, Linda now begs for money.
If it's a say, no, the dining room. And if you run no buy, until buy who send me a Juman. Now, sister sanity, dear, men name a man, yambra a dining room. And see now, my money be big a crankacra. Sicadi onge, but a toda, a mocha cra, or you get one about na or baha, na media man. And see me waha, and now buy a catcher me say, me free. Eden no de neba eba betina den saata ma no yetama na ya pam yen nso mini baby a meko no sese sanity ye dia me pisika na me nsan mo bo me structure no me bla ba ko otimi me su agu ni so a na bi wo se wono nso oni bi na wa bre me 50 cedi bi wa 100 cedi nti bi wa na mako free bayire ibu wa no mako free muntu ode ba ya no na mi dremika de akoma bayire wura nana mu wura se ne be ya obesan ama mi bi na me de abegu nti bayire ne de e wo na wuni na ka de kra etimi no na ye de nche apre ho na ja ya cheche ne sa na yedi.
Linda says all attempts to get reassigned have failed after registering with the Ghana North District Assembly.
Mako register o Ghana North enti da no omo ba ha e be bisa me se kadien na metimi aye. And I make a chain and say, Cecilia, dear, no more de mammy bia. No more de mammy bia.
Patience Latte is in the same predicament. She, also a former Tollbooth employee, is a mother of two. She describes how hardship forces her to sleep on an empty stomach when all attempts to reach out to family and friends for help are futile. The last salary she received in December 2021 couldn't sustain her for more than a month because of the high cost of living. She is disappointed that government had failed to keep its promise of paying them indefinitely while they waited for reassignment.
Sometimes I just sleep. I sleep without food.
Patience says financial hardship has forced her to change her children's school. This is because she was unable to pay the previous school fees. Her mother and other siblings who depended on her have had to find their own means of surviving.
I have to take them off from that school, put them in different schools where even I can't afford their daily feeding fee, school fees, books, everything. I can't. Since last term, up this time that school resumed, nothing has been done about their school. They are just going there just like that. When I was working, my mother used to depend on me, even my siblings. But now that I'm not doing anything, they don't have, they are small ones. So nobody is there.
Her grandmother described the situation as pitiful and called on government to restore the Tollbooth work.
Osre ansunkeni se banasa osre mia ya me yo ha no afafun no obi kasa tun se osre
The story of Linda Ej and Patience Latte reflects those of hundreds of Tollbooth workers who lost their jobs. All they wish is for government to listen to their plea. If not, the future of their children now hangs in the balance. Franklin Ansong Siame's story on the impact of the cessation of road and bridge toll collection on livelihood.
We are privy, toll workers are privy to the government. It should reassign us. As we are home, we have to eat before we survive, to wait for our reassignment.
Abai, wami wa na me my bre. Minyani da so bia o baby a. So wa ni mi ada ko mi me ba sori no ma sense da me kateso.
Welcome back. Of course, you are watching Prime Morning, and this particular documentary is an exclusive by Joy Prime and put together by Franklin Kujo. I have with me Duncan Edwards Duncan. He's the secretary for Ghana Toll Workers Union, and also Henry Dogbe, who is the chairman for Ghana Toll Workers Union. Welcome, gentlemen. How are you?
Yeah, fine. We're doing well.
Great. It's good to have you in the studio. Of course, you are not smiling because you have a lot going on in your head and you have a lot that you want to speak about. But before then, I also have Mr. Ofosu Asamoah, who is the Executive Secretary for National Labour Commission, who will be joining us via Zoom. Sir, if you're on, good morning to you. Okay, sir. When you're ready, you can join us. But let's start off with this conversation. I think Edward wants to start with this conversation. Edward, there's a lot that's going on with you. And you said you wanted to start from a whole, you know, the budget reading and everything, but we'll have to, you know, make it quick. So tell me what you want to say.
All right, so greetings to all the toll workers of Ghana and to Ghanaians and to your viewers as well. Well, the whole thing started on the 17th of November when the budget was read. And in the budget, we heard that the Minister of Finance said that that they intend to zero-rate toll collections in Ghana. But they gave reasons. The reasons they gave was that that toll collection causes traffic and then causes, what's it called? The other one is pollution. And because of that, they should zero-rate tolls and stop collecting tolls. Now, I tell Ghanaians or the general public that tolls in Ghana generate about 2 billion a day. So something that in all cities, I mean, something that generates 2 billion a day, you believe that these monies should be thrown away just because there's traffic and there's pollution. Now, we know that in every organization there could be challenges, there could be hazards. So what you do...
So with the 2 billion, we are looking at 200,000 Ghana cedis a day. Averagely, okay, yes. A day, all right.
Yes. So, I mean, and we believe that those reasons, because every company and every organization will have challenges and hazards, and what you do is that you try and work out so that you solve the problems or you mitigate the effect of whatever it is. You know, when you talk about pollution, how much pollution does the tolls in Ghana generate compared to the industries that we have in Tema and all that? So if this is the way to go, if there's any problem or any issue that has to do with pollution, you will close a whole organizations. Then I believe that in the future or going forward, there will be no industries in Ghana or anywhere in the world for that matter. Now, when you talk about traffic, we say that every toll plaza has its own peculiar problems or situation. Every toll plaza, because there are so many toll plazas in the country that there's no traffic at all. The cars flow maybe every minute.
But majority of the toll plazas do have traffic.
Majority do have, yes. So what causes the traffic is not the toll booth. So that's the issue.
So what causes the traffic?
There are so many things. When you have to take it toll plaza by toll plaza. So let me say I worked at Kaswa before, so let me use Kaswa. Now, the road in and around the toll booths, first of all, are not in good condition. Okay. So when you get there, you have to slow down. Now, the other thing too is that there's a bus stop around Kaswa.
Okay.
So like when you're going to, it's called Tuba bus stop. So when you're from Accra and you're going to Kaswa and you pass the toll booth, there are four gates. So going forward, like when you're heading towards Kaswa, the bus stop, activities at the bus stop narrows the road from 4 lanes to 1 lane. So it creates sort of like a bottleneck.
Okay.
So that it causes traffic to build up.
So in a nutshell, it's not really the toll booth that is causing the traffic.
It is not really.
Are we saying that? Are we saying same for the Tema motorway?
Yes, I cannot say same for Tema motorway, but what I can say is that
same for the Ebri?
I have not worked there before,
okay,
so I cannot say.
So then, it's
but
not...
there are solutions. What I'm saying is that there are solutions. The solution is definitely not to close down the toll. The solution could be to open the toll gates. So if, say, it's 4 toll gates, make it 6, make it 8. Expand it. And the roads around it, repair all the portals, because they are, when you get to the toll,
but if we look at our tolls on our roads, what will you expand it to? How can you expand it? Because if we are looking at it, we have the tolls all taking almost the whole road.
No, there are space around.
There are spaces around.
So that's why.
So we should expand the road then.
You can expand the road, yes, of course. And then there are other solutions as well. I mean, we should think outside the box. You can pull one stretch of the lane, block it, pull it. If there's no space close to the toll, pull one stretch of the road where there's space in front of it.
And then let them pass there.
2, 3. So that it doesn't have to be at one point where you have the toll. You know, we can do so many things to it so that it will ease the traffic.
Okay, Henry, let me bring you here. You want to say something as well?
Yeah, about the congestion. We actually explained this to them, that toll, the money that is coming out of toll is not for road construction. It's meant for road maintenance. So the money that is generated from toll, it should be used for the maintenance of the road. You can see that the road is not good. Because the bad nature of the road, it's causing traffic.
So what were the monies going to?
They use the money, we put the money into consolidated fund, that is Ghana Road Fund. So they have to use that money to repair the roads. There must be street lights, there must be every
let me ask you this, how do you account for the money that you collect?
The money at the end of everything, whatever you do, it generates by the machines that we use. At the end of the day or the shift, we get the total sales. There you print out, the sales is there. We add it up. The total amount is what we banked to Ghana Road Fund.
How often do you give it to them? Daily?
It should be 24, not more than 24 hours.
You do it. The bank it's alleged that the money that you collect, you give only 20%. How true is this?
You see, anytime you are taking revenues, people's perception is you are stealing. The money should not be with you more than 24 hours. So the bank comes to the toll station.
How many times do you give the money to the...
Every day, on daily basis.
Okay.
The bank comes for the money.
At what time of the day?
It depends on the location of the toll. Some places they come around 10, but our place they come 12, 1.
And do they check your machines to know that whatever you're giving to them tallies with the receipt?
Yes, they have everything.
Okay.
Everything. I mean, the moment you finish your work and you press the output or whatever it is comes out.
Right.
So they check it and tally with whatever you do. So when you are even exemption of cars, when you exempt, we have number of cars that you have to exempt. When you exempt more than that, they see it. It's not like gone are the days that you can be issuing these manual tickets and other thing. Now it's being computerized. So everything is in the machine. So when we get the total sales at the end of the day, we bank it to the...
How true is it that some people created their own machines to be giving out the toll receipts as well?
It's a lie.
It's a lie.
It's a lie. You know, it even came to a time I can be at home and then be using my phone to monitor the sales that you are doing.
Okay.
Yeah. So those perceptions that, oh, some are reselling the tickets and other things. I mean, actually, we have some problems with the machine. Sometimes the date, maybe today being 22nd or today is 22nd. Maybe it might happen that the machine didn't change on time. Maybe the programming. So maybe it is 21st instead of 22nd. Those things happen maybe early in the morning or whatever.
Okay.
There are people use that, oh, they issued this in expire ticket to me and other things. But it's not never so. Even if you leave the ticket, the person cannot resell it. Because
so then if it didn't change, how do you account for that money? It means that those monies comes to your pocket.
No. You see, the moment you issue the ticket, it's accumulated.
But if I'm going to use dates.
Yeah. Our machine.
Yes.
On our machine, you maybe on your receipt, the date is the best. Our machine, the same date, the total will come.
It will record as that date.
Yes.
It will record as 22nd.
Yes.
But that same machine will give you a 21st date.
And you see, the machine
gives you the figure. So it's not. We are not. They are not looking at. And this is. We are the collector.
You log in your name, your password, and your username.
Okay.
So the moment you log in, the machine starts recording in your name.
With a date.
Yes.
Date of 22nd.
Date of 22nd.
But did that same machine will issue a date of 21st?
Yeah. You see, that's what we are saying, that maybe we have two dates. In the machine, the actual date is 22nd. But on the receipt, you are seeing that 21st. You see?
Okay. I'm still trying to understand. But
those things happen
I'm just still trying to understand because it doesn't make too much sense to me. If you tell me that on the machine is telling you 22nd and the same machine is issuing 21st anyway, maybe it's a technical issue.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I mean, we have technical challenges sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, but when it comes to the money, when it comes to the money that you generate that day, you know, it doesn't go. They don't look at the dates. They are looking at the amount of money that is calculated.
Okay.
So then that is what you go in and pay. So it's not really an issue of the date and all. It's the money that, because when you go in and you log in and your supervisor as a collector and the supervisor is there and then there's a coordinator. So the supervisor has to make sure that whatever that the money that the machine has calculated that has been your sales, that is the amount of money that you can
Right. Okay. Unfortunately, they have decided to leave you out there. You had some promises when, you know, they told us that they were scrapping the whole toll booth idea, and they said they were going to take good care of you. What were the promises they gave to you?
The promises did not.
Before then, how many members do you have?
We have over 800 members.
800 members.
Yes.
Okay. And you had a promise that they were going to take care of you?
Yes, we had a promise that they are going to pay us and reassign us to different jobs.
Pay you the exact salary you were receiving?
Yes, they will be paying us every month until they reassigned us. So that was the promise.
Okay.
But, you know...
Was it a written promise or was it verbal?
Oh, as for this, it was on the budget statement about the reassignment. It was on the budget statement.
Okay.
But
the salary?
The salary. When we embarked on demonstration, the day we presented the petition to Parliament, the minority chief whip even said it over there that we will be paid.
The majority.
The majority.
Chief whip, yeah. We will be paid until we are reassigned.
So it was a verbal
We came
agreement.
to the minister also told us that we will be paid until they reassigned. So they even told us that if we will be paid until reassigned, they were, why are we rushing? Because what we have to do is we should relax. Every month we receive our salary until we are being reassigned. So that was the whole thing. And since then, nothing.
Haven't you received anything at all?
No. We were paid only December. As of November, we worked up to 17th before the toll was closed.
Okay, so they paid you November.
We paid November and
December.
December.
They paid December.
Yeah, that was all.
Okay.
And about the reassignment, nothing like that. We went to the minister to ask him about the reassignment because the private man, you know, the company is GHA, which is Ghana Highways Authority, handles the minority toll booths, the minor ones, and then the tolls and route management manage the major ones. Okay. They manage about 20 major tolls. So we went to them for some engagement and other things about our work and the way forward. And then they told us that they will pay us, so we should relax. And all of a sudden...
When was this?
That we went there on February and then March. We have been engaging them.
Okay.
I mean,
so you've been there. So since you missed your first salary in January, you decided to go there in February?
Yeah.
Okay.
We went there in February to ask maybe what is the January and the February money, and they said we should realize they are working on it and then they'll pay us. Then in April, then the man told us that if that's the case, the government has not actually abide by his promises. So it's best thing that he's going to notify us of our termination. So he wrote a notification of termination letters to us. He said, this is not how the promise was. You are to reassign us. He said the government is not abiding by his promise. And any engagement that he had with him, he's not actually, what they are saying, they are not abiding by it. So, and we are also putting pressure on him. So the best thing is to, so recently,
terminate your contract.
Yeah, recently it was 17th, then he wrote termination letters to us. So now they have terminated all of us from the job.
So it means that even that promise that was made, now you don't get that money at all. Like
nothing. And for our investigation, we've now realized that the private man, when we were trying to embark on demonstration or, other media houses for us to come in and assist us, because this issue, we don't have anybody coming in to assist us. Then the man told us that when we go in for anything like that, he's going to terminate your contracts because we are still his employees. So we should not do anything until he has finished with the government.
And he promised to fight for you.
Yes. Yeah. For our jobs and
But did
our
you
money.
try speaking to the government yourselves, or you had to go through this man?
We went to, Let
me bring it, Edward. I think you need to take a breather, and Edward, say something for me. So, did you try speaking to the government yourself?
Yeah, so the sector that we are under is the road ministry. So we engage the Ministry of Roads and Highways, including the Honorable Minister himself. We've engaged them on several occasions.
I'm asking you this because maybe the private sector, they've been paid the money due you and they haven't released it to you. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, that will have to take that, maybe investigation has to go on, because when you go there and you engage these people, they don't really open up to you. They don't tell you what
but you haven't heard anything as such.
Well, we went to the minister.
We heard things.
The minister told us that they are still in consultation, and whatever it is, they will tell us. But it was just yesterday that we got to know that the private man has been paid through Ghana Highways Authority. And he has taken almost 90% of the money. He left it only 10% for reconciliations and other things. And then he will take his 10% and that is all.
So he's been paid your monies from January to the month of which month?
We don't know.
But you know that he's been paid.
Yeah, he's
but
been
you need
paid.
to find out how many months salary he's been paid.
Because now he knows that he cannot work again, or maybe he will not get the job again. They paid him off.
So they paid him
including our salaries or not.
You don't know.
Yes.
We've not been told that.
Okay, but
we know that because his contract was supposed to last for 3 years, I think.
Okay.
And so because of the sudden abrogation of his contract, they had to sort of like give him a judgment debt or something. I don't know how they will call it. So he has been given in the past when we tried to engage him, he made us understand that the government is not fulfilling its part of the bargain, which is to pay him off or something, so that he will know what to tell us or how to handle us. So that is his push. That has been his posture and his position for all the while that we've engaged him. It was only yesterday that we realized that actually he had been paid in April, and so what he was doing was sort of like
trying to calm us down, handle us for whatever reason or for whoever, handle us in a way such that
we will not create any kind of problems for them. You see, so he has been paid, but he has not taken care of us.
But you don't know how much.
Yes.
You don't know if this money belongs to you or it belongs to
we
him.
cannot tell.
But all you know is he's been paid.
Yes, and the promise of us getting our monthly salary was made by the government apparatus, which is the Ministry of Roads and Highways. So we are expecting that the ministry will tell us something. If indeed the monies that they're supposed to give us is part of what has been given to him, we need to know.
But how are you coping? What have you been doing since January?
It's not been easy. The documentary that you showed really tells it all. But some of us have written, because we know that the government has the powers to do whatever they want to do, even though we don't think that it is right what they have done. But they have taken our jobs away from us. The natural thing is to do is that, even though they have promised us that they're going to give us other alternate livelihoods, natural thing to do is to look for another job. But it's not been easy. We all know the situation in Ghana.
Have you tried looking for another job?
We've tried so many times. We've tried so many times. I have a friend who has written about 30 application letters, and they are still all in the pipeline. No response yet. Myself, I've written about 5 of them, still no response.
So how do you eat?
You have to depend on family and friends and, issues like that. Because this thing came on, we were unprepared. It was just sudden. So I want to take you back to when it happened. And the letter and the reason that the Honorable Minister of Roads and Highway gave, or the ministry, because it was a letter. The letter, just an A4 sheet. The letter didn't even look that professional. The letter that was issued so that we'll stop operations. Because in the budget statement, it was noted that, or they said that the tolls will be zero rated after the budget had been approved. So we're all waiting to see, when the budget is approved, then maybe, But just that evening, around 7 and 8,
I get you.
The communique came.
I'm sorry, but I get you. But this particular letter, it's good that we are talking about it. However, I think the most important thing is to talk about how you are faring and how we can actually help you.
Yeah.
Because we need you to make, earn some money, make a living. Because, that's the most important thing. They have done this, yes. We've seen it, yes. But what's the way forward? That's my issue. Now, Henry, let me bring you in. How are you coping?
It's not easy. It's not easy. The very day the thing happened, as my brother said, we were unprepared before it happened. And, I have to move from where I am to a village. Where I am now is a village because I can't stay in the city now. And other colleagues, as you said, theirs is even serious. Some were evicted from their homes. Marriage actually came to an end. Everything, people cannot even call. They don't have money to even buy credits.
You have 30% being disabled.
Yes.
How are they surviving? Do you hear from them?
Oh, we speak with most of them because we communicate with them. Some of them, you have to talk to their landlord to give them some time because their rent is actually expired. They have to move. And we engaged in the Western's. We went to the minister one day and we tried to explain these problems to him. What he told us was, if you are working, it can happen that the work will collapse or you'll be sacked or whatever it is. It's not a mandatory that you have to work over there to the end of your life. So we expected the
Which minister told you that?
Roads and Highways, Amokwata. We were expecting the e-levy to be passed during 1st February, but it delayed. So now that is in the system, let's pray that it will generate some money so we find some place and fix you. Even that doesn't mean all of you are going to be fixed. And what he's saying is you can see that there's nothing like. They didn't plan of actually when they will close this store, we take these people to this place. There's no plan.
Do you have another job you're doing now?
No, actually, I did construction. Well, I go to the this is how they call it, job. And now even the job that you're going to do, they are
so you do by day?
Group, by days. But even that by days, sometimes before somebody will call you, they are in a group. If they are one person didn't come, maybe they put you in. Understand? So we at least give us something doing.
How much do you earn by day?
Oh, by days, it depends on the. So if it is concrete, you earn 80 Ghana cedis. The cement and those things, 70 Ghana cedis. And even that one, maybe in a week you can get it 1 or twice.
So you carry the cement?
Yeah.
How many bags of cement do you carry in a day?
No, we mix. Maybe It depends on the crew of people that are working.
I mean, for you, if you get a contract like that, how many bags do you usually carry? Sorry.
No, we don't. I don't carry.
What do you do?
We know it's construction. Let's say today we are going to do concrete.
So what do you do in particular? Are you a steel bender? Are you a bricklayer? What do you do in particular? I'm
both. This is a steel bender, bricklayer, because I did construction technology.
Okay.
Yes. So I'm into that.
Right. So you don't really carry.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but now that I don't have the job, any job available, any this thing available, I will go and do it. If he says you come and carry, I'll carry.
Is the same for you, Edward?
Yes. I sort of like help. I've got a few friends who have some own shops and all that, so I help in that regard. So we do manual jobs to survive for now.
What manual jobs do you do?
Like I'm saying, sometimes, you know, I have a couple of friends who have shops. I have one guy at Abosoka, and sometimes I go there while I wait time. I support him in whatever he's doing, and then coming home, maybe you get something to come.
How much does he give to you sometimes?
Sometimes it depends. It depends on the market. If we sell a lot of stuff, maybe 50 cedis or 60 cedis, you know, all the way from where I live, Ajen Kotoku, to Abosoka, your transportation in and out alone will take like half of the money. I can see a
wedding ring on your finger.
Yes, please.
How many children?
I have 2 kids.
How do you feed your children with 50 Ghana cedis a day?
So that's a problem, and I don't know. I mean, I think God has a way of taking care of all of us, you know. So every so often, family will come in. I have siblings. I have older siblings. I have one elder brother who is not in Ghana, so sometimes I fall on him as well. So.
Let's talk about the disabled, because we had a feature on them, and I saw one woman crying. She's going through a lot. Have you spoken to her personally?
Yeah. That was about a week. They normally call us, and we didn't call them. She, you know, I don't want to go into her personal life. But she's a single man. Listen, she's not married. She's having 7 children. 7, yeah, 7. And that woman is taking care of the 7 children.
With one man or
no? I don't know about, but they are not. Then she said they're divorcing now. They are not married. So she is taking care of the 7 children now, and others are there, even worse than this. Others are there. Some of them, we even asked the journalists to go there and interview them. They said because of where they are staying, they don't want to come into the show.
Do you contribute to help them?
Sometimes you have to be sending them 10 CD, 20 CD in case you, because there are some issues when you hear it, you put yours aside. You put yours aside. Somebody cannot eat. About 2 days, nothing. He has nowhere to go. And even that day, what to eat that day is a problem. And when you say this, they only say, I buy yen idea, I buy no, he knows what he's doing. But you have to survive for the next day. You have to survive. If the job is there, 800 people, you cannot employ all of us because there's no job in Ghana. And there are other youths that are there unemployed. So we have to maintain the job. The toll job should be maintained so that those people working over there, it's not a permanent. When somebody gets another job, he moves, another person comes in. It's a place of this thing.
So she doesn't do anything at all. She's just at home.
You know, right now you come to work like us. You just reported at work. You say you have been sacked. Now going home, what do you have in the house? Because the pay we receive at end is 700 Ghana cedis.
I know the government hasn't been fair. I know this is so bad. I know it's a struggle. But what about starting something little for yourself? You are doing by day.
Let me see something. Okay. Me myself, I went to the bank to just take some money, to borrow some money, to start something. They told me they have issued a bond that they should not lend to individual. So I should wait until the government lifted the bond. So what are you going to do?
Which bank is this?
I went to NIB. I have even the letter application. It's my bag, right? I can show it to you. That's what they told me. So
how much did you need?
I need about 10,000 Ghana cedis.
To start what business?
You know, I'm into construction. I want to start doing something. I mean, posters, advertisements, start from somewhere, joining the friends and other things, registering your company or whatever. You see, it's a process.
Is the government saying anything about these disabled people?
He didn't say anything. He only said, oh, as for disabled, I love you. Don't worry, I'll find this thing for you. But they have to live until your promise. The question is, the people, some of them are dead. Some of them are even thinking of committing suicide.
Really?
Yeah. Yes.
How many are dead?
About 3 now is dead. So 1 is frustrated. They say he has nothing to do again. At Kumasi, he said he has nothing to do again. The job that he's doing, if the job was taken from him, I mean,
he's going to commit suicide.
He died, even through frustration.
He died.
Yeah. And the coordinator over there called, tell us. Recently, we went to the minister about a month now. We went there, one of the lady, and then she was run on a car, a vehicle ran on over her.
She was thinking, she didn't even...
You see, the thing is, the problem is that when you are taken from your livelihood, you don't know what to do the next again.
Let me activate the phone line. I know there are some workers at home who want to join this conversation. So you can call us on our number. You can send in your messages as well. We'll read it on the screen. We are talking about the aftermath of the toll booth workers. What is happening with them right now? And they are telling us how they survive. Means of survival hasn't been easy. The government promised to pay them salaries until they sorted them out with other jobs, but they haven't received their salary since January, so nothing whatsoever. Henry is telling me that he went to the bank to secure a loan, and the bank told him he can't even secure a loan to start his own business. Edward, did you try securing a loan as well?
No, I have not tried to get a loan. Because I tried applications to find another job.
What's your background?
Actually, I am a teacher by profession.
Okay.
But I did the old system, the certificate A. So, but I've tried. I mean, in the past, I've tried to get onto the system, but you know how difficult it is.
What took you out of the classroom to the toll booth?
Well, it wasn't from the classroom to the toll booth. I actually left from the classroom to another private issue I don't want to discuss.
Okay.
But I left the classroom around 2000 thereabout. So it's been a long time. And I entered toll work in about 2018.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
Sorry. How much were you earning as a teacher?
As little as those times, I can't really remember. But I don't think it was up to 300 cedis.
And how much were you earning as a toll booth worker?
That's 700 cedis.
Okay. So you'd rather do the toll booth than teaching?
Yes, I would rather. And then the other, you see, with the toll issue, there are other opportunities that comes with it. When we're talking about tolls and we want to work at the tolls, and some people might have different perception. But working at the toll, I've been able to link up with 2 of my lost friends. I mean, we lost contact and all that. One is into travel and tourism. Another is into cars. He brings cars from the US and sells. So sometimes I have the opportunity, and this is one of my friends, I have the opportunity to help him sell any of the cars. If I'm able to sell any of the cars, I get my commission.
Okay.
And that is how come we survive and all that. So yes, there are opportunities around the tolls, you know.
I think there are opportunities everywhere.
Yeah, really. I mean, but since I've been at the toll, I can tell you about the opportunities that have been available to me that I've
right. And now that you are losing out on the opportunities and you are making only 50 cities a day.
It hurts. And to top it up, the promises, it's not even every day. The promises, which is to pay us every month, is not forthcoming. So and then the reassignment too is not coming. I want to point out the correction that I've been alerted.
Please go ahead.
Our group, toll workers, is a union. We have been unionized now, so it's not an association or a group. So we have been unionized. We are part of Professionals and Allied Workers Union.
Okay.
So we are part of the union, so that the union will represent us, because what we are dealing with is huge.
So we need a union to talk about this. I'll come back to you, but let me go on the line because I have my first caller. Hello, good morning, Gideon. Unfortunately, Gideon, if you can lower the volume on your television set, and for everybody who call us today, kindly lower the volume on your television set so that we can have a good conversation. I'm still talking to Edward Duncan, who is the secretary at Ghana Toll Booth Workers Union, and also the Henry Dogbe, who is the chairperson of Ghana Toll Workers Union. Actually, not Toll Booth, it's Toll Workers Union. And we are talking about the aftermath of the workers because they were laid off. In fact, you were not laid off until recently.
It was recently. That's what I said. The man, he lured us that we should not go out. After we realized yesterday that after he received his money, then he terminated our contract. That the government is not abiding by the promises. If you know the government is not abiding by the promises, why do you keep us? Initially, you never did it. Now that you have received your 90%.
Maybe he was hoping the government will abide. Let me go on the line. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, madam.
Yes, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well, and you?
I'm fine, thank you. Please let me hear.
Great.
Fatal, right? That's your name?
Yes, please.
All right, please talk.
Yes, let me say good morning to you and your entire crew and your guests over there. We really appreciate the topic you are discussing this morning. I first of all, my heart goes down to them. We feel for them anyway, because I don't understand why the government said he needs resources to govern this country, or he needs money, and he collapsed this Tollbooth. It's very unfortunate. And when they were about to collapse it, or when about to stop it working, they promised them, those working there, that they will give them another jobs. As I speak to you right now, I learned they are not being given that particular jobs. And for me, I was even expecting the government to come out and apologize to Ghanaians. I don't know how this government always take us for. Look, that particular jobs or that particular Tollbooth was a source of what? Money or income to those people working, at the same time to the public, to the nation as a whole. So they'll pay those working over there, and the amount of money left will be used to do other developmental projects for Ghanaians. And as I speak to you right now, nothing is happening. And the last time we were hearing that the Roads and Highways Minister was saying that they are going to use that particular district as a urinary piece or whatever. But later, when people agitated or when people were saying he backtracked and said he didn't say so. They should always be honest with the people in this country. We don't like that. It's unfortunate. Our brothers, I always feel for them. Why? Somebody is working and getting something to feed his family. And at the end of the day, we just stop that particular person and you are not paying that particular person. How do you expect him or her to live? So what we are just saying is that we are appealing to government to bring back the Tollbooths so that they will go and continue their work and to help the whole nation. I'm very grateful this morning.
Thank you so much for calling us this morning. We are very, very grateful. And with regards to the disabled, let me talk a bit about them. It was the government that brought a policy to make sure that they are employed into this particular firm. How many percent? What was the percentage? 50%?
Yeah, they said they will make it 50% gradually, but now they are having about 30 to 40%.
And now these people are out there without jobs.
Without jobs. Even some of them are in the traffic now selling. Some have come to the traffic to
the same reason for which you wanted to bring them to the toll. Now they have to go back because you have taken it away from them. And even the means of survival, which is the salary that you promised us, so that at least whilst waiting for you to find alternate livelihoods, we will survive. Even that is not forthcoming. Since January, you've not paid us till now. And even the reassignment, you see, there was a point in time we engaged, because we have the opportunity to engage the Minister of Roads and Highways on 2 different occasions, I think 3. And the last time he was saying that they are going to send it to as a load operations. That's another operation, part of operation for Ghana Highway Authority.
Okay.
But the problem too there is that even with the as a load, there are people working there already. So we're asking, is it that you're going to take those people off as a load and take us there? Well, you've created another unemployment for them as well. So we believe this whole thing about us and the cessation of toll and the reassignment and all wasn't planned properly.
It wasn't. I have a message I want to read. It says, good morning, madam. We are pleading with the government to reassign us because life is very hard for us. Yes, I understand. I also have another message. Good morning. I'm Richard, well known as Cassie Noun. Casey Noun. Watch a live from Mankasim. Actually, the Tollbooth must be brought back. Okay. I was reading and you deleted it, so unfortunately I can't read your message again. But let me go on the phone line. Hello, good morning, Mexican.
I want to like for my team. Actually, the Tollbooth must be brought back. Okay. I was reading and you deleted it.
Hello, good morning, Mohammed. Hello,
good morning.
Mohammed.
Yeah, the name is Mohazu.
Mohazu. Okay. All right, Mohazu. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much for the opportunity. I think I look at the way the Tollbooth was cancelled, and then, it brings a lot of it brings a lot of money to the nation. I was thinking that I could have suggested that they could have even reduced the toll. It was 1 cedi. If it can be like 50 pesos, then it will go along with the e-levy. The e-levy too can also be reduced, so that these two will go hand in hand, and it will bring more money to the nation. And also, those who are employed too can also get their job to be done. Now they are out of job, and I don't know which institution that they can go so that they can also plead. We have SHRAD, we have other institutions, so that they can even lead them to court, this disabled and everything, so that they can help them if it is the court issue. In Ghana, when you have issue like this and then you don't have money, then you are there. Nobody will listen to you. I think the institution like SHRAD could have taken it upon themselves to help these people so that they can also get something to also live a good life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mohazu. We are grateful. Okay, so there's a message coming in. We brought these people into power and they determine our lives. It hurts very much. Good morning. I'm Jabing, Kingsford. Okay, Jabing, thank you so much. And I have another message saying that, so do you still trust the government and their promise? Ask the NAPCO trainees. Okay. My phone is ringing. Please do not call this number so I can be able to read as many messages as possible. The president didn't try at all. The cancellation of the Tollbooth doesn't bring any good to Ghanaians, but only hardship. Emmanuel from LA. I have Henry. Okay. Hello, Henry.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you? You're calling from
by the grace of God. Please yourself.
I'm fine, thank you, Henry. Please go ahead.
Thank God. Thank God. I want to contribute to the issue on board this morning.
Okay.
God bless you so much for bringing them on board. But the issue here is that in Ghana here, we all know that when you have issues like this, the politicians in Ghana knows that it goes nowhere. It goes nowhere because they are selfish and they only think about themselves. Look at those people that are in their homes, they're disabled, who don't have what to survive on. The government knows about all this, but they care less. So what I will plead is that if there is anybody who can help get jobs for these people, individuals, I think they should help because the government doesn't care. All that they care is what they will have in their pockets.
All right.
Because all these institutions that could help them, they are in the pockets of the government.
Anyway, thank you so much.
No matter where they go, it will not generate any result. So please, if there are individuals, institutions that can help these people get jobs, I think.
Right. Thank you so much for calling and sharing your opinion. We hope that we'll get individuals to help. Let me go on the line to read some messages. Hello, good morning to you. This is Abu Yahaya from Tamale. Please, how are they doing with the foreign trucks who are just using our roads free because the e-levy thing is not affecting them because they are not using this mobile money and this toll needs to be brought back? Okay. I think in a nutshell, he's just saying that they are not paying the e-levy yet. You know, they are using our roads and spoiling our roads. Good morning, madam.
We Ghanaian drivers, when you get there, you pay even more than what they pay here. Ghanaian drivers, when you go to Togo and the rest.
Yes, that's true. All right, let me go on the line and pick Rashid. Hello, good morning, Rashid.
Good morning, madam.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you too?
Fine, thank you. Let me hear your opinion, Rashid.
In fact, I'm enjoying the program.
Thank you.
But I feel very pity for we Ghanaians, we the ordinary Ghanaians. I don't think Nanado have pity for we Ghanaians. He never have us in heart. Comparing him to our then Atamils. Now I get to realize that Atamils died because of the good or the betterment of Ghanaians, not his own death. He think of the development, the great development of Ghana that has resulted his death. Nanado is very wicked. He never bothered whatever he decided to do. If we were having a very serious president, I don't think all such things would have come or would have happened.
All right, so thank you so much. All right.
I'm pleading to him.
Thank you so much for calling. whatever our viewers call to say, they own their words. They are not our words. Okay, this one says, good morning, madam. Life has been very bad for some of our friends who are physically disabled. Please help them. Kojo. I'm trying to read as many messages as possible. Good morning, madam. Madam, I think the government is never thinking of any citizen in the country. Michael from New Somanya. Okay, our deepest regrets to vote for the MPP government. And this is coming from another person. Good morning. I am Hussein from Yendi. Honestly, I feel sorry for the former Tollbooth workers. Government should think otherwise and come to their aid. Oh, Ghana. All right. This one says, I don't think God will ever forgive the president. He's governing the country like military rule and behavior like nobody can do anything, but God is watching. I wish I have money to take care of the disabled people. From Yusuf to Malay. All right. Good morning, madam. This says, good morning, madam. I'm Barissa Hamad. I hope I got your name right. I don't understand this government. If it's true that the government makes over 2 billion Ghana cedis, then why should you scrap it off? It's actually 200,000 Ghana cedis a day average, which means that we are not even making like that with the, the e-levy.
Yeah.
You were earning way more.
We don't know about the e-levy, but the thing is,
you were earning a lot.
And this does not takes much. You don't spend much into work. Let's take it right, like my station to Obima. We make like 800 to 900,000 a month. But the expenses we make at the end of the month is about 1,500 or 2,000.
Oh wow!
So it's profitable. The business there is very profitable to the government.
Anyway. Wow. Let me read this as well. As far as the livelihood of disabled persons are concerned, the traffic jam on the various roads were a hell. If they can regulate the toll collection well, for instance, in the morning where a lot of people are going to work, there should be no toll. And in the evening when the reverse is happening, same. Though it's the time, though this is the time more toll could be collected, this can at least be controlled with the heavy traffic in the mornings and in the evening. This coming from Datsun in Kaswa. Well, Datsun is making a good point. Do you agree with him?
You see, that's what we said. If the road is in a good shape, there wouldn't be any problem at the toll. And the toll do not generate traffic. Okay. After the toll, there's traffic. I was coming this morning. I set off 5 o'clock. I got here 10 minutes to 7. When you are coming from Amasama, from Sapema to Amasama, there's traffic. From Amasama to Pokwase, there's traffic.
Whether toll or no toll.
Yes.
Toll or toll, there's traffic.
The whole country is congested. It's not about toll.
Even the potholes.
Yeah, you see, the road is not good, so the cars will not move faster.
And that's the thing. So we can't blame it all on the tolls. Let me read this as well. Good morning. President Akufo-Addo only came to punish Ghanaians for all the seats. Okay, trying to say the seats he lost in the past. This government only came to remove bread from the Ghanaian mouth. He is so selfish. Okay, this coming from Elinam from Kaswa. Like I said, they own their words, what they say. Good morning, host. I don't know who advised the road minister to close the toll booth. The government should be paying the workers and bring back the toll booth by actually the monies were going to the workers, the toll workers' pockets. No. How true is this?
It's a lie. You know, this thing, the target they gave us, the whole year is about 78 million. That's the target. They came to do the census and they gave us targets. So the money that we got, we generate, you know, it's from this thing. Every year, they actually put a percentage on it. Every year, they regulate the target. So if they're saying that that money, 78 million Ghana cedis, it's not small money. 78 million Ghana cedis, it's not small money.
Well, that's
Madam,
so true.
Granted, yes. let's just say, granted, there's whatever, the money somehow finds its way into the pockets of, let's just, granted. Shouldn't you, as a sector minister or as a sector, find ways to find out, to help so that money will not go into their pocket?
Whoever is responsible for stealing, just you know what,
just get the person. If you have evidence,
you can't sack 800 people because of this. Your final words before you leave. The government is watching. What do you have to tell the government?
First of all, I'll go before my chairman goes.
Please.
I'll say this. I'll give the media work to do. I want them to find out. Yes, please find out. How is it possible that 20 major tolls in the country was given to one company to manage? Find out the year that the company was registered.
Do you
find
have
out
the
the track
details?
record.
Do you have the details?
I have some.
So if you have the details, why should we go and find out? Just say it, spell it out.
Yes, I won't. I mean, I don't have the full evidence.
Oh, so what details do you have?
At the right time, I believe that I'll let it out. But I want the media. You can go places that we cannot go. You can go to the ministers and make inquiries that I cannot do it. I hear what other people tell us in confidence. So I can hardly give it out here. But I'm saying, find out, when was the company registered? What is the track record of the company that handles 20 major tools? It's not small tools. The tools that collect revenues, that is
above 100,000.
Above
100,000 a month.
Which company was handling it before this company?
It was
the Ghana Highway Authority.
Okay, so they gave this contract to an individual.
Yes.
When? Which year?
That was December 2019.
2019. They gave this contract to an individual.
Yeah, the company is called Tools and Routes Management Limited.
Tools and
Find out the directors.
Tools. Okay.
Yes, Tools and Routes. Find out the directors of the company. Find out the connection that they have with people in government.
Okay.
And then if you have any other queries or any other questions, you have my number, you can call us, we'll assist you.
Okay, right.
And actually, the tool right now, there's no job, we are at home. And there's more unemployment over there. Every amenities is ready. We can start the tool just today. If they say it should go back today, it can start today. So we see that the government should call back all the workers and then...
Especially the disabled.
Yeah, to go back and do the work. The condition now is very difficult.
If the government should not call the people back, please, what's your next step?
Oh, we plan of going on March. That was
27th.
16th. It was postponed to 20th, and then they postponed it again to 5th next month. We would like to deliver a petition to the president. So that is our thing again. And our union too is taking things out, and we think things. But for now, what we are saying now, situation on the ground is not easy. So to solve this problem, there's no job for anyone. If they say they will reassign somebody, they are lying. They should bring back the job. And we are not the only
re-employ you.
Re-employ.
Okay.
Yes.
That's all we ask the government for. Please re-employ them, bring back the tools and re-employ them, especially the disabled. Yes. I mean, watching that video, especially the woman with 7 children, no man, no job. That's quite difficult, and people are losing their lives because of this. People want to commit suicide because of this. We are pleading on the government to do something. If you're not even going to bring back the toll booths, please create employment for them. They need this. If they need a loan, support them. Give them some special treatment. Let them feel that they are part of Ghanaians. They need this. Don't forget that election is just around the corner. The time does speak a lot. This has been Beyond the Headline segment. I've been speaking to Edward Duncan, who is the Secretary of the Ghana Toll Workers Union, and also Henry Dugbe, who is the Chairman of the Ghana Toll Workers Union. We'll take a quick breather. When we come back, we do have more for you. But thank you for being here, gentlemen. We are super grateful. And do come back again when we call on you.
Thank you.
All right. We'll be back.